Okay, so this video is going to be a little different. I'm not actually streaming today, or at least I'm not going to be streaming RuneScape. I might be streaming just other stuff in general, because it's the weekend here, it's Saturday. But I thought I'd do just a quick little recap of what I learned last night, because like some of the stuff that I figured out last night and learned is like pretty big for me. But also kind of explain what I think I'm going to be doing on weekends when I'm not actually streaming RuneScape, as to like separate like what I'll be doing on stream versus what I'll be doing off stream, both in terms of the daily VODs and like versus the weekends, but also when I'm not actually streaming on the weekdays, like after stream and before stream and stuff. So I mean, first of all, in terms of that, what I'm thinking is on days like today and after stream, before stream, basically anytime I'm not streaming and anything that's not going to be in the VOD videos is going to be mostly me just training skills that I already know and maybe getting like prerequisite skills for things. So like right now I'm doing agility, which I'm going to touch on a bit more in a minute. But basically, yeah, I'm going to focus, at the moment I'm going to go for like 50. I think this weekend I'm going to go 50 agility, 42 herb lore, which I'm doing through my farming. I've got both limpworts going and Taramans going, and whenever I need seeds, I'm just going and pickpocketing master farmers. So those are all things that I already know about in this game, so there's nothing really for me to learn or discover as much. And when there is, that's why I partially wanted to do these recap videos, because I feel like if I wait till Monday to explain some of the stuff that I figured out like last night, then it's going to be too much to remember. So I thought, fuck it. I'll do maybe some short weekend videos like this. I'm going to aim for like maybe 10 minutes or something. So I can just touch on what my plans are for that weekend while I'm not streaming and what I've learned each night. Whoops, I almost did that again. I think that's mostly it. If I run out of things like that, then I will probably just again work on more other like just skills that I already know. You know, like I'll just do some fishing or something. But there's a good chance that like anytime I have like downtime and I don't know what to do, I'm probably just going to be thieving. Thieving is my favorite skill, and I was kind of intrigued by the fact that there was, you know, things above level 99 in this. Not to mention like just a bunch of new content in general. So I'm curious about thieving as a whole and what new stuff there is compared to old school, and compared to the 07 version of the game. So if I'm unsure what to do and I'm not streaming, I'll probably be doing thieving. Otherwise, I'll probably have like some goal that's just like setting prerequisites so that I can make the VODs more interesting. So I can like, you know, get prerequisites for the quests, so I can do the quests on stream that'll be more interesting to watch rather than doing this kind of grind here. Now, as for the recap, you might see in my inventory, I have some mackerel, herring, cod, tuna, lobster, swordfish, and cucurambon. You might also see I'm only 5 fishing and 12 cooking, and that my agility is 35. If you watched the last VOD, I was trying to, Jack hopped on a bit and we were trying to figure out some more optimal ways to do agility. Because like level 10 and 20 and stuff just sucked. I decided last night to give the agility arena another shot. And I discovered 2 things. The first, less of it is like partially a discovery, well, I guess it's like 2.5. One I already knew. As I was running there, I remembered, hang on, Grumcha has a fish shop that sells like decent fish, right? So I had a look around and I found it, and I ended up buying some decent fish. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna have some high healing food. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. I think I did, but it might have also just been to Jack and Ben, but I didn't understand what constitution was. Why is there constitution on the food? It didn't make sense to me. And then, now that I've bought some of the food, it pieced together. So when I bought this, because you get all of these from that same shop, and I saw, and I'm like, wait a minute, half of these are healing the same amount. What is happening? Like, why is that 450, 450, 450, 450? It dawned on me, the food in this game fucking scales with your constitution level. So it's like an angler in old school, but like, I'm guessing all or most foods. And unlike angler, which scales to like 93, or I guess you could say 99, these just scale to whatever the constitution level is. Because like, if you look at the herring, constitution 5, it's lower. So I didn't think about that. It's also green, if you notice. These are both green because I've got those constitution levels. So this is max healing is 450. Whereas these are capped at 450 because my constitution isn't at those levels yet. And again, to further emphasize this, if you look at these three here in particular, Quran ones are a little special, both in this, I guess, and also in RuneScape, old school. This is the order in which these are healing. Like in old school, tuna heals less than lobster, lobster heals less than swordfish. And same with the gaps between them, right? These are only 8 levels of constitution between them. There are only 2 healing difference in old school. Makes sense. These are 10 to 2, so this is a bit of a bigger gap, but I believe tuna is lower cooking and stuff anyway. Like, no, I don't think it is. I think it's only 35. I think it's 35 fishing or cooking or something. So I don't know about that. But yeah, it's in order. So I kind of figured that out. So that was the interesting thing, number 1. But the second thing is I was just like, whoa, why did my game crashed? That's new. Alright, I'm gonna, what the fuck? Alright, let me just go to the Be Right Back screen and launch that. It just took me to the web browser. No, not RuneLite. Fuck's sake. Well, this is interesting. Okay, well, I might as well. I'm going to keep this in because this is a jagex issue. It took me to a error game session. Oh, game session expired. What? I don't think I'm logged in for like 20, 30 minutes. What the hell? That's weird. All right, let's switch this back. Interesting. Oh my god, now RuneLite popped up over top. Crap. Close RuneLite. Alright, back to it. So, I went to the agility arena because I figured anything's got to be better than Berthold. Oh, no, I remember now. I remember, perfect timing. I decided I was going to try the hopping over the low wall in the agility arena and see how much XP it gave and just go back and forth, right? And, spoiler alert, absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Was not worth it. But when I was trying to get there, I fell a lot. Like, just because you got to get to a certain spot to be able to do it. I fell over a lot. And that kind of triggered in my brain, wait a minute, why don't I use the aura? So I used the sure-footed aura, right? And that's what I'm using right now for this, which I've also found out doesn't work for everything here, but it works for most things. And with the aura, not being able to fail obstacles made getting tickets a lot easier. Still shit until you have 40, because all the middle sections basically cut off, so you got to go the most roundabout ways possible, and you barely make it half the time. And I still think there needs to be a level 10 or 20 course or whatever, because that's just agility reader ain't it. But yeah, I ended up doing a bunch of agility there to get, I think I got like 10 or 12 tickets or something, then got to level 30, and now we're here. Yeah, so that was kind of the second thing I realized, is I can use the aura to make my speeds a lot better. But I mean, that also doesn't still, deal with my main criticism, especially that I had yesterday with agility early, is there's not many training methods. And even if there are better ones. They're not very discoverable or intuitive for new players. The aura, I believe auras used to not be completely accessible for everyone. Like I think I remember playing back in the day and when they like added auras or something, or I tried it on my main, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was from like loyalty points. So I still think that's not a great system. You know, people shouldn't have to figure out their fucking auras. Like the only reason I really even knew about the auras is because I stumbled on them in somewhere, like in the marketplace or something. And then Jack realized where you can actually find them. Even then, most players won't know what to do with them, like most new players. So I think that's still very unintuitive. Yeah, but I think that's mostly it. I'm just going to be doing this as long as this is on, like, while this is up, I'll do this. And then when it's down, I'll go and do other stuff. And then I'll come back when it's back up. And yeah, that's basically all I'm going to be doing this weekend. Well, at least on RuneScape. Is and anytime I'm not doing the live stream, it's basically just leveling up stats for other requirements. Yeah. As for YouTube, not going to be reading the comments or anything still because I don't want spoilers. I saw one chat by accident. I think I was like adjusting some UI or something, and literally the only chat that I saw was a spoiler. Fortunately, it was one that I already knew. It was a thing to do with Death Plateau. They were telling me that you need climbing boots to get over those rocks, and it's like, yeah, that's fairly well known. But even still, it was a first-time chatter, and it was the first thing they said was, you know, giving me game information. So I'm not going to be reading comments. I'm not going to be looking at chat or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, though. Just wanted to give this recap. I might do another recap tomorrow. If anything interesting happens, particularly if I figure anything out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I doubt I'll figure anything out, though. I'm not really doing much. I think this is going to keep me pretty occupied. So, we'll see. This video tomorrow, it'll be similar to this one, possibly shorter. Anyway, that's a little recap. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to stream something else today or if I'm even going to stream at all. I'm not really feeling it today. I've actually been enjoying the no conversation type stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Have fun. Bye. Goddamn motorbike. I was trying to say goodbye. Have fun.